Good evening, folks. How's everyone doing today? We are starting a new Isaac save file because I did lose my Lossless at the end of the last one, which means our... Oh, I've not edited the description of this stream. Oops. Yeah, our last effort still didn't get anywhere near my current record, so let me go and update the description of the stream with the current record. Let's go find where that is. Okay, where's our last Riding of Isaac? There it is. Okay, so my personal best right now is a win streak of 24 and 168 unlocks, which I think is the main measure of success. There we go. So yeah, we're aiming for 165 unlocks to set a new personal best. Let's see if we can power through some challenges nice and quickly, so we can go straight onto some real runs and start unlocking some things. I see a tinted rock in there, and in here. This is actually a better room to do it, because we might be able to get a chest and a tinted rock with a bomb in there. Really? Neither of these guys died to that? Hopefully we can find another bomb, or perhaps get another bomb from one of the tinted rocks. Because if I can hit both of them, that would be nice. Oh, my game just froze up. Oh, okay. Did that interrupt the stream for a second? It might have done. Sorry about that. Like, all the apps just froze up on my computer for half a second there. Okay. No tinteds in here. Duke of Flies is actually not too bad a boss with Waka Waka, really. He moves fairly slowly, and with the grab tiers, everything just kind of moves into them. Makes things pretty straightforward. Okay. Let's go and get a chest and a tinted rock, which will hopefully give me a bomb to get a second tinted rock. We should be able to hit both of these. It's close, actually. There we go. Good. Excellent. Alright, we almost have shop-worthy money. Two of hearts. It's maybe not bad if the next floor goes pretty south. Is this still happening? Am I still getting buffering? Sorry guys, if it's buffering, I don't know what's going on. I don't think Rex had any problems with Bugsnax, or at least I didn't hear any problems with Bugsnax. I'm not sure why buffering is happening when I'm streaming right now, because my internet connection is fast enough. I'm not getting any dropped frames on OBS. I'm using 10% of my CPU. And my connection upload speed is fine. I don't know what's going on. That's a disappointing tinted rock. Okay, we can head to a shop. We've got the money and we've got a key. Excellent. That's a good start. Tell you what, we'll buy a bomb and move on from there. Usually it would be a key I would try and buy in that shop, but when there's no treasure rooms in the challenge and my shops are at level 1, keys are not the most useful thing to me. So the idea here is that if he tries to charge me down, I'm going to release all the tears, because he is going to be bouncing very unpredictably if I have an arena full of magnet tears. Ooh, very close. The game froze up again. What is happening today? So yeah, my game has frozen up twice now and gone to got a not responding error. That's happened twice. Yeah, I don't know if that's pausing the stream. It might be. So YouTube's telling me that it's not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream. From what I've seen in the preview window, it's actually never buffered except when my apps freeze up. I'm hoping that's the same for you guys, that it's not, you know, consistently buffering, and it's just happened twice so far for a second. Let me just check my task manager, see what's going on here. Doesn't seem like there's really anything wrong. Okay, no, there is one Windows process that's using a lot of disk. Let's get rid of that. Don't know what's going on there. Okay, hopefully the stream's running smoothly. If anyone's in chat, feel free to tell me if it's buffering a lot. Guess we'll grab this. It's more health and it's a third guppy. It's quite a nice room actually, a lot of places to hide. In fact, the magnet's even keeping them all just trapped in a corner. It's quite nice. Cool. I don't like the little rooms with this build. Okay, let's try and draw this guy up here, because I'm going to bomb this. And if I can just kill him... no, it doesn't look like it's happening, does it? Ooh, don't like this room. I think the only damage I've actually taken so far has been when my game's frozen. It's pretty good for a Waka Waka challenge so far. Usually this one really screws with me. And I'm sure it'll get there. I'm sure I'll find a room that just I'm incapable of dealing with. Speak of the devil, there's some damage. But usually Waka Waka messes with me a lot more than this one does. I didn't even get any stat boosts in the first double room. So it's being very nice to me right now. This is another room where I can really just kind of just keep moving. Leave a trail of tears for him to run into. I don't like the little poops though. They move around so much with the magneteers. Hey, Cubing. Cubing, let me know if the stream is stable or not, because I'm getting a notification from YouTube saying that it's not receiving enough video data for a smooth stream, but my preview window doesn't appear to be buffering at all. However, I did have a couple app freeze-ups earlier, which did very temporarily pause my OBS, and I'm wondering if it's just that YouTube's detecting. So besides two, like, 5-second freeze-ups, that was just my whole computer chugging. I think it's been fine, so let me know if there's any, like, intermittent buffering. Seems fine to you? Yeah, hopefully it's being okay. Hey gamer, or Gatesma, sorry. We're done here, I think. Let's just keep powering through this challenge. No devil room, unfortunately. Wouldn't mind getting more of those guppy. Got a decent tears up from Dolly. That's nice. Oh, I don't like this room at all. These things move way too much with magneteers. I'll take that though. Oh, shit. Felt like he got magnetized from a mile away. Like he shot straight into me, but I didn't shoot anywhere near him. He practically came from off screen. Ugh, nasty room. Oh, good. It's the kind of room where I actually have to be really thinking about when I can even shoot. Killing the big guy helps. I'm not even two-shotting these things. Jesus. I need some damage. I think my pretty fly saved me from some damage there. And these things are manageable enough. There we go. Still not quite got the money for a shot. Could sell some health to the arcade, but quite frankly I can't be bothered. I just want to get this challenge done. In and out as fast as possible. Hopefully whatever devil deals I find next will see me through. Get into modded contain, nice. Which two modules have you done so far, Cuba? That's a good item. My magneteers have managed to drag the box out in the middle. That's also a good item. That's fantastic. That might actually be it. That might be the item that I need to see this build through. I mean, I'll take more, of course. I want some good Devil Deals still, but Bright Bulb might actually just make this a win. It's a shame it's not breaking a tier cap. I thought Bright Bulb might actually be able to get my tiers below 5. This might actually. Yeah, wow, nice. So the Book of Belial is kind of contrary to the Bright Bulb, really. So I think I'm just keeping Guppy's Paw. It keeps on top of my health for me. Yeah, this is easily a winning build here. Bright Bulb with Guppy's Paw and the amount of health that I have. I'm in the clear, I think. Ugh, this is not a room that suits this build. I need to be working pretty fast to remove the jumping guys, but the 2 flies will run into me over and over if I'm trying to work quickly. Jason Letter's an adventure game. It's actually 2 pretty difficult modules to jump straight in on. If you've not done modded before. You're working alphabetically? How the fuck did about 30 tiers not kill him? They're both good ones though. Adjacent and Adventure Game are fun modules. Might be able to make that run, but let's not risk it. At least I don't ever have to come back through that room because the rest of the map is a dead end. Compared to like the landscape of mods these days, Adventure Game and Adjacent Letters would be considered pretty straightforwards now compared to what's out there. But yeah, certainly if you're like getting into modded for the first time, you could make things a lot more straightforward for yourself. For someone who's only done vanilla up to this point, they're actually pretty difficult modules. Yeah, Joker is a nice one to grab. I mean, hopefully we'll find a Devil Deal on this floor anyway, but if not, then we can Joker our way to one. Try and get some damage ups, maybe some flight. I hate these poops. I hate them so much. They're fine in a normal game, but my god, with Magneteers, they suck. We have shop money. Doesn't help the Joker, but it's good otherwise. Let's get this guy to hit a skull for me. Yes, but it's a bad skull. Alright, let's have you, monster. Damn it. I'm not being particularly careful right now because it's a decent build and I just hate the challenge and want to get it done as fast as possible. So the safer way to do this fight would be to like take care and fire bullets one at a time as opposed to just leaving a trail, but I just can't be bothered. Now that is a good devil room to find. Do we need to go back with flight anywhere? I don't believe so. Maybe on the previous floor, but I think here we're just done. And this is the last floor. Working on lettered keys. Lettered keys is a much more, I would have said, is a much more sensible starting mod. But I mean, if you're fine with the first two, then that's awesome. There'll be plenty of mods that you'll be able to jump straight into if you're okay with the Jostin Letters and adventure game off the bat. Need to learn a couple modules myself, actually. So Saturday is going to be our first attempt at our new challenge bomb. We're going to be doing the silent. Silly's taking the helm again, meaning I'm going to be experting for a couple things. I need to learn Unfair Cipher. I say learn, I need to practice Unfair Cipher. It's been a long time since I've solved any Unfair Ciphers. I need to relearn Cursed Double O, excuse me, which I've done once in my life and more than a year ago, so I don't really remember how that works, but that's going to be my responsibility. There's a couple others as well. I need to relearn Simon Sins again. It's been more than a year since I've solved one of those, and fuck's sake, and I probably only ever did it once or twice at the time. There's one or two others as well, but Cursed Double O I'm looking forward to doing. I remember that being a really interesting module, although it is tough. Let's just back up a little bit and see if I can find those rooms. I'm not too bothered though. We don't believe in puns. I would open that to see if it's a library, but if it's greed, I can't even be bothered with the fight. Hey, Patch. So routine to learn practice modules. Learn by generally just loading up a bomb with the actual module on it. Sight read the module as I go. If I genuinely don't understand it, maybe take a look at the log file or ask someone who does solve it. You know what, I might as well just grab some health. But yeah, it's usually just actually running the game and just sight read it and solve it, just DFM. And just do that until I'm happy with it. Also have a think about the manual page and see if I can work out any kind of shortcuts to it to see if I can improve my kind of solve routine. I don't tend to watch the contain tutorials on YouTube, which I know a few different people have provided up to this point. I just find it kind of fun, sort of working them out as I go along. But I have referenced them on occasions where I just have tried to learn a module and have not understood the manual page. I sometimes go and look at those to see if, okay, what am I missing? That's now the most. Let's do it. Thanks, Patch. Yeah, it's nothing special really. Just load it up and solve it. I don't have any kind of, you know, Zen meditation technique that puts me in some puzzle-solving mindset. Isaac's good so far, in as much as I've got through Waka Waka, which is just an annoying challenge all round, so get that one straight out of the way and jump into some slightly easier challenges. But it's early days, because this is a brand new save file. The strategy is to get 3 of these challenges done and out of the way, because they give me 3 really good unlocks that will help with normal runs, and then we'll move into the normal runs. And the normal runs are more fun than challenges, because there's more to unlock. And there's treasure rooms, so things change up and get a little different. There's also different bosses to aim for as well. There's no point going any further than Mum in a challenge, or at least one of these 3 challenges. But in a standard run, sometimes it's fun trying to work out ways to bypass or go beyond the Mum fight, even though the game might not be wanting you to do it. And we pick the Spirit Heart up at the end to maximise our double chance on the second floor. And excellent, we even got a second Spirit Heart there. That was very lucky. This is an annoyingly slow fight with a bog standard build. Never like finding this guy. Unless I have Brim or something. The champion version's worse at least. This guy's not too bad. And he gives me absolutely nothing. An annoying fight like that should have some reward. On a normal run, I have to be trying to work out how to use that, but we don't need it. Okay, so we should be on for a devil room here. Didn't manage to get a guppy build on the last run. Only found us poor and didn't end up finding anything else, but this time around, maybe we will. Who knows? Started me off with some pretty nice floors. Our bosses have been Larry and Monstro. It's pretty easy going. And another Spirit Heart, I love it. Ooh, could be an Angel Room run.
Something's wrong.
It's not a great pill selection. Catch you later, Cuban. Yeah, we'll do that. 2 red chests is worthwhile. Especially for a haul like that. Now, neither of these pills can be paralysis. So... Ah, well, there you go. Wonder if that pillar's taken me towards the boss. It looks like it might have done. Yeah, nice. Doing great here. This could be a long fight at base damage. At least I've got flyers helping me out. This guy sometimes has really, really long gaps between his attacks, and it starts getting me genuinely tense just because his fast leap, so not the one that he's just done, but like the quick version of that, can sometimes catch you off guard, and when he just sits there for ages not doing anything, I just get more and more worked up like he's doing the fast leap. He's doing the fast leap, he's just waiting for a moment of opportunity. God, that's a long fight. We even had the debuffed health from the tick trinket. Wow. Excellent. More spirit hearts and an angel room. Oh, with the wafer no less. Gorgeous. Okay. How the hell did you hit me? It kept looking like Lust was about to just destroy herself in one of the fires. She was actually dodging them quite well. I think she did manage to touch him a couple times, which helped out, but she kept swerving away from it at like the last frame. So we're still rocking base damage and a tier rate of 8. Could definitely do with improving that. Don't like this room. Let's see what's going on in here. That is a D6. Presumably that's a floor D6, because I guess I always get confused with that one, because it doesn't show an image of the floor. Because there's one of the dice rooms that's a D20, but specifically for the entire floor, and they actually show an image of a floor. Hey, Natasha. And that D6 one doesn't, so I always think like, is that just a D6 for the room? But a D6 for the dice room wouldn't really make sense, so I guess that is a D6 for the whole floor. Everyone's safe and well. Everyone's finding Isaac. Hard but fun. That is certainly how I would describe it. It's a game that you definitely learn about and have the opportunity to improve at, and you can make kind of vastly more progress once you get to grips with how it works and you know, improve your reflexes and that kind of thing as well. I like games like that. It takes like 40 runs just to get your very first early game boss kill the first time you're playing this, and then a couple hundred hours later and you can reliably get to the post end game boss. That may actually end up being the subject of a lesson learned at some point. I don't know if anyone in chat has watched my lesson learned series. But games that give you the opportunity to make like massive improvements by just like learning information. And also the difference between learning information and learning to play the game, like learning the controls and getting good at the controls. and the trade-off between those two things, I think is kind of interesting. Like sometimes you can get much better at a game even without having to get better at its control scheme, just by learning raw information. Like there's a lot you can learn about the mechanics of Isaac items or like rooms that could seriously help you improve at the game, or do better at the game at least, just by knowing stuff, just by having knowledge. And then a lot of what you need to improve at Isaac is actually just, you know, a raw increase in your ability to use its control scheme. And you can kind of learn the game on both fronts, which is interesting. This guy's spawning so many fucking things. Let's try and shorten this fight up a little bit with a bomb or two. Wow, he was intent on keeping like 8 things alive at any given time. Jeez, that is a sick find, and I think we're done. I think that is a win just based on that. Difficulty curve reminds me of FTL. Yeah, I think that's probably the case. FTL is not a game where I've ever got to the point where I can reliably reach the end game, but I've seen the people who are at that point, and it's really impressive. But yeah, again, when you first start playing FTL, it's crazy hard for a long time. But then, once you know how it's going, the difference between how successful you can be on your first run compared to your 100th is huge, which is really interesting. Because if you take a game like, I don't know, just to pick on a game like a lot of shooters, maybe, how much better are you at Call of Duty at the beginning of the campaign versus the end? You really don't have to be very much better. Like the skill demanded of you on level 1 as opposed to level 20 is fairly slim compared to the difficulty and the skill demanded of you in Isaac fighting Mum compared to fighting Hush. That difference is vast. There is a canyon of difference between those two things. So it's interesting to see games that do that. It probably comes with the territory of the genre as well. Most shooters probably don't... Oh, can you please stop doing that? Most shooters probably don't demand a significant increase in skill of the player. A lot of RPGs probably don't. Like turn-based style RPGs. A lot of your progression in the game, in terms of being able to deal with greater threats, is to do with material gain within the game, as opposed to your skill and ability to play it. Not that this is a novel recognition on my part. Plenty of people talk about this, but a shooter, an RPG, kind of maybe even like a hack and slash type game, probably don't demand much difference in your ability to play the game from the start to the end. Whereas a roguelike, a puzzle game probably, a platformer certainly, definitely demand much greater skill from the player as you go on. So it is kind of interesting that there are some genres that really lend themselves to that and some that don't. Hey David. No one brags about beating COD campaign, but you can brag about beating FTL. Yeah, case in point. It's a good shout. I might even quote you if I do that episode, because I like that. Well, it's a pretty safe mom kill. So, we'll be moving on to highbrow shortly. Not exactly a great build, but we've got plenty of health to deal with the fight. To be honest, I should have been planting bombs as well, really. But hey ho. It wouldn't be the next episode, because I know what the next episode is. It's not in the works yet, mostly just because I can't work out how I'm going to open it. I'm trying to work out if there's an example, like a good example, like thought experiment for what I'm about to talk about, and I want to open and just ask the audience, like, okay, so consider this. And then lead into like, okay, what you thought was the answer to that isn't, or whatever, because of what I'm about to talk about. But I can't work out what the good example of that is, so I haven't actually been able to write an opening, and I tend to write chronologically, so I haven't actually started the episode yet. But yeah, down the line, I think talking about like learned knowledge versus learned skill, and how they can both contribute to progression in the game, I think is likely to get talked about at some point. Highbrow is definitely my favourite of the three challenges. You get easily the best opening build. Flush lets you... You can use it in two ways. Flush can be used really well defensively to just not deal with rooms that you don't like the look of. But it can also be used offensively. Like, you can kind of use it in an aggressive fashion to be greedy and make a lot of money. So just using it in the rooms that have a lot of enemies, even if it's not a particularly difficult room, although rooms with lots of enemies and rooms that are difficult do tend to go hand in hand, but yeah, even if it's not a difficult room, if it's got a lot of enemies in it, just flushing it to get tons of coins, because this build also comes with the Petrified Poop trinket, can be really good for just clearing out any shops that you find. Nice. So yeah, this build lets you kind of abuse shops a little bit. You also just get good opening item number 1, which has great tier rate. The range isn't very good, but you've got a whole run to sort that out if it even needs sorting out. I tend to be a relatively aggressive Isaac player, so getting up close to things doesn't bother me. You can even do stuff like this. Any enemy that doesn't do contact damage, you can touch and turn into poop with E. coli, and once again, there's a 50-50 chance you get something good from it. Range down with the number 1, ouch. Because you've got Petrified Poop. Not only that, but you also get butt bombs. It's actually quite an OP build, because butt bombs gives you 5 starting bombs, so you're never hurting for bombs in this run, plus you've got the entire room mass damage effect from butt bombs. It's a really sick build. Like, I don't need anything else to get me through the rest of this game. Any devil rooms and stuff we can take are an added bonus, but I could take them all off the bat with the build that this challenge gives you. That's a nice item. I played one Saints Row game a long time ago, but at the time that I played it, I think it was 3, my laptop just could not handle it, so I was probably running it at like 15 frames a second or something, maybe even worse, so I didn't play it for very long. I don't think it would be my kind of game anyway, honestly. Okay, it's a good boss to find when you have Petrified Poop. You're going to leave and come back to make them into real poops and not Larry poops. Oops, I just left a penny behind, never mind. Just farm some more money there. Whoa! That is a good infested pill to draw. Okay, we have infested pills in rotation with the flush. That's fantastic. Okay, down we go. Nice. Just immediately find shop-worthy money on this floor in a single room. No keys yet, but good chance we'll find one. Ow. Don't like this room. I was probably slightly impatient there, but I still take hits to this room sometimes. It's kind of hard for me to navigate that. Can never quite wrap my head around what I'm supposed to be doing in that room. Getting through these floors really fast, finding the boss room straight away. That's great. Could go back for a shop, but once again, I just don't think I care. It's an easy enough challenge. I want to just get it done. Oh, let's get out of the way of that eye. Ooh. Some close calls there. You bugger. Thought I dodged that. It looked like I was far away enough, but not quite. Close, but not quite. P-Man versus Poop-Man, isn't he just? With this build especially. What did I just pick up? That was blue cap? Yeah, okay. Doesn't do much for me actually. Down we go. Hopefully we'll find a shop on the way to the boss this time. Is that another range down? Ouch. Ooh, that's a nice item to find when we have flush. I'll take as many flushes as the game is willing to give me. That's interesting with the number one. Certainly gives me some range. Oh, I missed the reroller. Oops. It's fine, we'll save some bombs, they're good for fights. Sure, why not? Okay, and we've still got 15. Shouldn't have hit flush quite that quickly in this room. I assumed it was a double room, so I would just flush whatever was in here because it would be plenty of enemies. But it's the one kind of enemy in the game that doesn't drop poops that can give me coins. That's a shame. Guess that's profit. Could go back to the shop, but let's just power through. What even hit me? I have to assume it was spawning something on me, but even the spawned enemies weren't that close. But I was also under the impression that spawning an enemy had like a cooldown on it, on being able to do contact damage. That was very cheap shot. Didn't like that. Nice. Yeah, I guess. With the flush, that's not bad. Down into the depths at 10 minutes. Cool. It's been a relatively quick run. At this point, I start using the flush more defensively. The money is less important to me now. I would rather just avoid rooms that I don't want to deal with. Is that one? Wait, that didn't work? I never knew that. Oh, I guess because it's a boss? Shit. Wow, okay. Despite not being in a boss room and not even being the high level fistula, but just some spawned versions of the enemies, of like the broken enemies. That, I guess, still counts as a boss and therefore can't be pooped. Wow. I didn't consider that that might not work. Hey ho, live and learn. Our room kind of sucks at 1 speed. Can barely get out. The 1 speed's pretty nasty actually. I like getting that upgraded quickly if possible. There are definitely some chasing enemies you can start dealing with in the depths that just make a 1 speed almost unavoidable damage. That was dumb. I think I prefer the beam guys to these guys, even though I guess the beam guys are, in theory, an upgraded version of these. I usually dodge those beams later, but I guess by the time I hit Monstro 2, I'm used to being faster than 1 point speed. My rhythm is wrong right now. That was just dumb. Some good finds. We're taking everything. And we're gonna go and farm some health. This is also a fantastic combination with my poop items. Because a lot of the poops that I find, which is plenty of them, will be dropping red hearts. So he'll pay for himself in no time. With the wafer, I wonder if he's even a broken build. Like I can do enough contact damage, contact kills to enemies, and even though I take hits from them, getting just the red health from their poops for him to turn into spirit hearts. I wonder if I could even like break even, just ramming things. I hate these things so much. Do your thing, Dark Bum. Give me that health. Hey, nice. Thank you. Would have been a nice room to flush. It's unfortunate we didn't have it. Who's left? Just you? Just you. Nice. Got a little lucky with the bomb placement. Nice, there we go. Three for three. Okay, they are all the challenges that we need to do done. Highbrow, Waka Waka, and the host. Time for an Isaac run. Floor 1 double key rooms always feel like a waste of double key rooms because you can almost never get into them. So give me that later. Save that for later. Happy to find a tinted rock and a spirit heart on floor 1. Excellent. Let's just do this now. We're here. Why not? We're not done on this floor yet though, we actually get treasure rooms this time, hooray. Good starting item. Big fan of blue cap. It's a bit of a shot speed down, but it doesn't really affect me. Whereas it is a great tears up, and that does affect me. Oh, nice. That may have even been better than a spirit. Upgrading my 1 bomb to 3 bombs is pretty awesome. Another good oh wow, oh wow, okay. I actually almost wish this happened next run, because I can't even go for a rush room right now. Like, they're not even in my game yet. It's not possible. What I will do is aim for some... what do you call it? Sacrifice room abuse. And since I might not even need to hit many treasure rooms here, do I just go ahead and unlock School Bag and prioritize opening shops? Maybe. No, you know what, there's always that run where you just end up with like 5 keys on the first floor. Goes Pepper, nice. I do believe in buttons when I have Tech X. God, it's fast. I wish I had a rush room available. But alas. Nice. Quite a few unlocks off the bat. And a money doubler. And we can go past Mum. Excellent. Oh, that is exactly what I wanted to see. Exactly what I wanted to see. That is gorgeous. Okay, so some things to consider here. Number 1, 2 of Diamonds helps me unlock King. Also helps me do some early shock domination. I can use the shovel to try and hit black markets and also to go down into womb. I think that's everything I really need to think about right now. But this is a great start. I hold on to the 2 diamonds for now, definitely. We'll try and save up some money. Oh, that is great though. We can use the shovel to try and bypass some like challenge rooms and stuff as well. I'll still think about the sacrifice rooms because even a shovel can't get me further than like hell, I don't think. Whereas a sac room lets me deal with potentially even Mega Satan. That would be awesome. Oh, the game wants me to do a sac room. This is an amazing start. Thanks, buddy. I think we keep exploring, because if there's a sac room I can think about just going ahead and doing it now. Okay. How viable is that? We have maximum health to do it with. No actual health gains that I can currently see besides whatever the room gives me. And the room at worst gives me 1. However, we just found Yera, and that changes things. I can Yera my 2 diamonds as well, which is wild. Yeah, okay, we can do the sac room here, no problem. Yeah, okay. Let's drop my 2 diamonds in here. And make a start with some sex. This is the kind of thing I want to see for my first run of a save file. Why haven't I got this coin? Is it out of reach? Yeah. That was really convenient. I was actually going to have to bomb my way out of this room to not pick anything up before doubling. If I need to leave the room, which I might. So that was helpful. Wow. Wow. That's a lot of money. Wow. Okay. Well, we have Kane unlocked. Oh, I can hit this button, I guess, as well. Should have done that first, but We're fine. I didn't miss out. It's kind of a shame there's no donation machine, but to be honest, the reroller may just come in handy here. I'd rather find like red health to donate first, but I'm going to be re-rolling, so I guess we do that. And I'll save the bombs because we have more than enough money for this run. I might as well just buy everything actually, right? Is there any reason not to? I have hundreds of coins. Oh. So this is an accidental inefficiency. I guess not quite accidental, although I shouldn't have donated that last coin. Because I took a 15-cent item while at just over 50. It would have made the most sense to actually double my current coins while I was at like 55 and then to purchase the item. But we're still loaded, we're fine. That's a great item, I love Mum's Key. Okay, despite a great haul in some ways, I don't know if we're actually going down a floor here. I think we try, right? It's the first run of the save file. Find out what our boss item is. Come on now. Flight doesn't help in the dark room. We'll grab run, baby. Well, I guess flight helps a bit, but not tons. Good. We really needed to get teleported on that first hit or it was game over. Good. There's drowsy pills in rotation, and I got a speed up. Excellent. Let me just watch that playback to find the drowsy colour. Drowsy is orange and yellow. Okay. God damn it. What the fuck are you... What do you mean? What am I supposed to do about that room? They're supposed to chase me, not preempt me. Oh wow, it could be over. This is a nasty room to find. I don't like these guys. GG. Oh well, worth a try. First run of the save file. I think that might be all of my Lossless attempts before Repentance now, because again, I'm not super feeling Isaac these days. But when Repentance comes out, it will be interesting to play through that one, and that's in March now. So I don't think I'm going to run another Lossless before that comes out. But yeah, once Repentance hits, I'll probably grab that and we'll see what's changed. But thanks for watching, folks, and I will catch you all on Saturday. Bye, guys.